Life just a little bit more now. It's about living so simply. But now there's been a lot in the media, the public discourse, which is just so atrocious. I just can't believe the nonsense I hear. Now I've got it back down to one item, one spoon, one fork, one knife, and cutting knife. Now, there's been a lot in the public discourse about, oh, you can't use certain words. Certain words lead to. But what is a Nazi? Now, first of all, everybody knew in the 80s, you just don't take the words to heart. But one of the things you have to do living like this is keep it tidy. Because in this area, for example, I know that there is such disdain for anybody living in a van. It's true. The looks you get. Somebody came here a month ago, 5 or 6 weeks ago. God, he gave somebody such a horrible look. Now, I've lived in here 4 years. I might be literally on the point of cracking up, dying of hunger, and somebody gives you a most unwelcoming look. Who knows why? I have only this little tin can to live in. Now I call that the kind of behaviour you get from people is truly awful. We can use all sorts of big words like prejudice, we can blah blah blah. But here's the thing. Here's what the zen of van life actually is. I actually like it that I'm forced to keep things tidy. Doesn't look. It'll be tidied in a moment, such that it doesn't look. It looks like. It doesn't look like anybody's living in here. To use the silly word stealth. See, I like that. You turn the disdain. I don't even believe in the word hate. You turn the pathetic disdain into your own advantage, into something that works for you. That's what Rachel Kushner got in her great book, The Mastery. And you don't know what these things are going to be. You don't know how it's going to work out until you're in that moment. As I say, like the reason I've had to really, well, I haven't had to. Of course I can. It's a free country up to a point, but no, you see, I'm going to the most pernickety, disdainful little village in the whole of this horrible county, because I know I've got to go and charge there. So I want things to be looking particularly good before I go there, because you get really funny looks there. But I'm glad of that. It's like I wasn't actually planning to do a clean out this morning. Having done a clean that I know is good for a week, I feel better. I feel better. But as I said in part one of this, it's like the little negatives that are there. Just having the space. They say that you need the space and the quietness to perceive the metaphysical, the coincidences, or the happenstances, or kismets, or whatever word you want to use. But the deal is, you don't know what they're for. You need the space to realize that the negatives, or those things that everybody moans about pathetically, are actually your little good things. That they are the things that actually do give you a little bit of bounce into the day and turn the day into an extra joyful day like today will be, because of some negatives that actually I found were positives.